Here's how it works. You have 7 seconds to answer each of the 30 questions. After every answer, we'll explain exactly which nation has won the most World Cups. Brazil leads with 5 titles. How many FIFA World Cup titles has Germany won? Germany has won 4 World Cups. Where was the first FIFA World Cup final played? The 1930 final was played in Montevideo, Uruguay. Who has scored the most goals in World Cup history? Klose scored 16 World Cup goals. What was Italy's most recent knockout match at a FIFA World Cup? Italy's last World Cup knockout game was the 2006 final against France. Which country has played in the most World Cup finals? Germany has appeared in 8 World Cup finals. Which country has participated in every men's World Cup? Brazil is the only country to appear in every edition. Who is the youngest player ever to win a FIFA World Cup? Pelé won the 1958 World Cup at age 17. Who scored the most goals in a single World Cup match? Solenko scored 5 goals for Russia against Cameroon in 1994. Which player has played the most World Cup matches? Messi reached 26 World Cup appearances across 5 tournaments. Who won the 2022 FIFA World Cup? Argentina beat France on penalties in one of the greatest finals ever. Which World Cup match had the most yellow cards? Argentina vs Netherlands in 2022 had 18 yellow cards, the Battle of Lusail. Who scored the most goals in a single World Cup tournament? Fontaine scored 13 goals in 1958, a record that still stands. Which country has finished runner-up at the World Cup the most times? Germany has lost 4 World Cup finals. How fast was the fastest goal in World Cup history? Hakan Şükür scored after 11 seconds in the 2002 third-place match. Which country has scored the most World Cup goals? Brazil has scored the most goals in World Cup history. What is the fewest goals conceded by a World Cup winning team? France 1998, Italy 2006, and Spain 2010 each conceded only 2. How many people attended the highest attendance World Cup game? The Maracanazo officially drew 173,850 spectators. Which World Cup final was the first to be decided by penalties? Brazil beat Italy on penalties in the 1994 final. Which goalkeepers share the record for most World Cup clean sheets? Peter Shilton and Fabian Barthez both kept 10 clean sheets. Which host nation had the worst World Cup performance? Qatar lost all 3 group games in 2022. Which of these teams won the World Cup without losing a match? Germany went unbeaten when winning in 2014. Which country holds the longest unbeaten streak in World Cup history? Brazil went 13 World Cup matches unbeaten from 1958 to 1966. Which country was the first African nation to reach a World Cup semifinal? Morocco reached the semifinals in 2022. Which country was the first Asian nation to reach a World Cup semifinal? South Korea reached the semifinals in 2002. What is the record for most different World Cup tournaments played by one player? Several players have appeared at 5 tournaments, including Messi, Ronaldo, and Matias. Which players have scored a hat-trick in a World Cup final? First did it in 1966 and Mbappé did it in 2022. Which match is known as the Battle of Nuremberg? Portugal vs Netherlands in 2006 became infamous for cards and chaos. Which World Cup produced the most goals overall? Qatar 2022 produced 172 goals, one more than 1998 and 2014. How many players have captained World Cup winning teams more than once? No player has captained a World Cup winning team more than once. How did you do? Let us know in the comments, and test your knowledge in these categories next.